Welcome to the Craig Mostyn Group 15-minute learning. IT training designed for the Craig Mostyn Group by Tiles. Looking at productivity improvements using Microsoft Word, we're going to check out templates, quick parts, auto text, the ability to convert a PDF to Word, and macros. When you open Microsoft Word, or if you choose File, New from the File menu, you're presented with this screen, and that allows you to access a vast amount of templates. So instead of starting from a blank page, you can download and use templates. So a very simple example, we want to write a letter. So I'm going to search for letter. And as you saw, it's searching for thousands of letters. And there's many types all down there. You can select any of these or read through what's in front of you. We're going to choose a letter complaining about customer service. So double click on that and it opens up. Now, Word already knows it's me, so it's put my name in places where my name goes. But this has that feature built in right throughout the letter. So if you like the content of the letter, you can just change the words in brackets and they will fill that right throughout the letter. So you can see company name there, and we've got company name here. So if we say the company name is Bell, once I click out of there, you will see that Bell is now written wherever the field for company was previously. The same in representative name. Double click on that, change the rep name to Fred, come out of there, and each occurrence of Fred is now filled in for you. But really the great thing about this is when you're thinking to yourself, how do I write a letter on a specific subject, this will give you the right format and the type of things that you can say. So simple productivity using a Word template. Moving on to quick parts and auto text. Now I'm going to type a sentence. I've already created this to save me typing it all in, so I'm just going to paste it in. So every day I write the same sentence many times. Wouldn't it be good if I could keep a library of regularly used sentences that could just be inserted into my documents? And what if I could do that in Outlook as well? Well, you can. So here in Word, we go to the Insert tab, and you see we've got the option here, Quick Parts. So I'm going to highlight the text that I want to keep in my new Quick Part library. Click on Quick Parts, and I've got the option to save the selection to Quick Parts, or I can use it in auto text. So the first thing I'm going to do is a quick part, save the selection to the quick part gallery, give it a name. You can give it any name you want. It starts off by using the first few characters, as you can see. So I'm going to say OK to that. Now if I want to write that again, I can go to quick parts, and there it is, click, and that's the sentence that I write over and over again. Quick and easy. But you can imagine if you've got 6 of those and they're 2 or 3 paragraphs, you're going to save a great deal of time. This is often used in lawyers' offices and things like that, where they have to have specific exact wording in sentences that they put in to documents on a regular basis. So you can see that if you get that text right once, you don't have to worry about have I left a word out or anything like that. You can just use that same paragraph over and over again. Now let's have a look at the difference between the quick part that we use. You see, we see them on this drop down immediately. The difference between that and auto text. So if I highlight this again, click the quick parts icon, go to auto text and say save to the auto text gallery. Same thing happens again, we get the everyday, etc. I'm going to say OK. The big difference now, let's just delete all that so it's not confusing. If I start to write every day, you see, as soon as I type the word every, part of that sentence comes up and it says, do you want to press enter to insert the whole lot? Press enter and up comes that entire sentence. So that's a quick summary of quick parts and auto text, but could really be very useful in your productivity if you write the same things often. And remember, there's the same if you open an email in Outlook. Once that new email is open, you have the same facility to create quick parts of auto text and embed paragraphs into your emails. Now we're going to look at increasing our productivity using a combination of Microsoft Word and PDF files. So here's a standard Microsoft Word document. Normally you go and save it and it saves it as a Word document, a .docx document. But you can save this as a PDF. Don't scan it, don't print it and scan it, just save it as a PDF. So File, Save As, in my computer, in this folder, and just change the type to PDF and save. That then takes the Word document and creates a PDF file. The beauty of this PDF file is it isn't a scan, which is a photograph, a picture of the document. It's created a PDF, but it's still got the individual characters in it. Now, many of the PDFs that you receive in business will be in this format. They will be created from a document rather than being scanned and then emailed to you from a scanned picture. So, you've received this letter from somebody in an email in PDF format. And you think that's very good. Wouldn't it be useful if I could turn that back into Word? So let's go into Word and we'll go into the standard open in Word, open other documents from my computer, from that folder we were in, and you can see that it's there, that PDF that we just created. I'm going to open that in Word. Now it'll come up with a message that says it's now going to turn the PDF into an editable Word document. Now, depending on how complicated that document is, it may misalign a graphic or something like that. But in general, it's going to create that document almost or exactly the same as the original PDF. So I'll click OK, and it goes away and works on it. And we'll just put the view to edit the document, and there we are. That's created that PDF back in Microsoft Word, so you can edit that and do whatever you want, like change the spelling, for instance, and still use the formatting. So that's creating PDF from Word and the ability to turn a PDF back into Word. Standard feature of Microsoft Word, no special software required. And finally, for this session, we're going to look at macros. Now, we've seen the auto text and so on, that we can save pieces of text and automatically bring it up on screen. A macro is different to this because what a macro can do is basically it saves all your activities, your keystrokes, your mouse clicks and so on. So you can do a sequence of events that you do in Word regularly and save them as a named file within the macros. And when you select that, it will carry out that sequence of events. You can also save them to a keyboard function such as Control-Alt-1 or something like that. And when you press those keys, it will automatically carry out that recording of your activity in Word. So to do that, we go to View, Macro, and it says Record a Macro. Click Record, give it a name, me number 1, and I'm going to assign it to the keyboard. I'm pressing Control, Alt, and then 1, and it says that's now my shortcut key for this macro that I'm recording, and I'm going to click on Assign. Now once I've clicked Close, it will then record everything that I do within this Word session. So close, and I can start to type. Well, let's see, I want to go to Home, I want heading 1, this is my macro. Underneath that, I want to change style and size and color and start to type again. And maybe I'll change the design of some of this. We'll go to this design and colors. We'll try that green selection and go back to View, click on Macro, and I can either stop the recording or I can pause, do something else, think about what I'm doing, and then restart it. So now I'm going to stop the recording and delete all this. Within Macro, I can view them. So you can see this is the one we created, me1. You can actually look at what it's built. It actually builds code to run that. If you click on Edit, you can see what it's doing. That's the code that it's created to be able to run that sequence of keystrokes and mouse clicks again. If you wanted to, you could even change some of the text that's in the macro so it would type something different next time. So here we've got once upon a time. I could add to that. There was 3 bears, and then save it. Come out of there, and now remember we saved the macro and used the keyboard shortcut Control-Alt-1 to present that macro to the document. So if I hold down Control, Alt and 1, you can see it now writes the macro. And because we changed and saved the code, it writes that as well. So you could have a selection of keystrokes, changes in format, all sorts of different things built in to your selection of macros. And I did Control Alt 1, you could do Control Alt 2 and so on. If you choose a keyboard shortcut that already exists, such as F1 for help or something, it will tell you that. It will tell you that you're overwriting something that already exists, and perhaps you shouldn't do that. So there we go, macros. Saves everything you did on a keystroke. Control Alt 1 for that one, writes it all on the screen. Could save you an awful lot of time if you do the similar thing over and over again. Thank you for completing the course. Now please take a couple of minutes to complete the questionnaire. This will allow us to see how you're getting on with the courses, and it will allow you to provide information to us on what you would like to see in courses in the future. Thank you again.